well, I don't know anything to say. I don't know what to say. I'm sick. Terribly sick. Well, let's talk about problems, right? Everybody does have one, at least. Well, I have lots of them. Problems. Most of them are mental. Like, I can't really calm myself down mentally. I don't have the capability of doing so. I used to, but right now, with everything that's happening in my life, I'm a bit of, I'm a bit unable to. I don't know how to. Um, I don't possess the necessary tool set to pick myself out of that situation. Now, I'm afraid of saying this, for it sounds like I will never be able to um, figure a way out, but that's not what I think. I do know that I will figure a way out, but it's I've been struggling a lot lately, and this started about 2 years ago. I had similar problems previously. After high school, I unfortunately was cursed with hyper awareness. As a matter of fact, too hyper aware. Now, I don't really like sharing my problems. At least I didn't, but right now I don't have any other means to access other people's opinions, which I desperately need. Excuse me. Right. Now, I'm sick. I think in 2018 I was diagnosed with ADHD. I knew it beforehand. I knew that I had ADHD, and I was having trouble focusing. But it was easier back then to have ADHD, just like 7 years ago. Mostly because we didn't have this algorithm-based social media apps, including YouTube. We did have YouTube, obviously, but YouTube was, it wasn't algorithm-based as much as it is today, especially with YouTube Shorts. It's almost impossible for you to escape from that trap of easy stimulation. And algorithm is also making it harder for people to escape from that. For you're constantly bombarded with information or content that you most likely will enjoy. But it's not the same enjoyment that I used to have. I remember back when I was a kid, that process of stimulation would go on for hours on end. So if something were to stimulate me, I would be stimulated for hours, not for mere seconds, and then I wouldn't just go on to something else. But right now, that's certainly not the case with me. I, on top of all that, I have a very major case of imposter syndrome. Regardless of what skill sets that I have, I feel like I'm not good enough at them, and that I'm merely pretentious and pretending to be good at them. And all of these are going in my head. They're not necessarily true, and I know that, but only consciously. My intuition and my gut says otherwise, though. And as most of us are aware of this, that we mostly believe our gut than our brain. Well, I mean, the gut feeling is also kind of like a reaction made by the brain as well, but I really don't know the biology behind it or chemistry of it. All I know is that I am constantly sabotaged by myself, and at the same time, however, it's a very narcissistic behavior that you're constantly thinking about yourself. I've no, I don't know what to say right now, because I can't really just have those wires in my head to function properly, right? My brain wanders away. I am a very good public speaker. I used to be a very good public speaker. For some reason, I my brain is kind of deteriorating in that way. I don't even remember what the subject of the video was. Anyway, I'll try to make it make sense, or at least just wrap it somehow. And I think that this is because of social media and the internet. Internet used to be my favorite place in the entire world. I mean, I love the internet, right? I could read. Those resource protection usually shown by dogs, right? So my dog, for example, she was a golden retriever. She's dead. And she was really resource protective. She wouldn't let anyone get close to her food. I think information scarcity is something similar to that. I usually always protect my information. I don't howl or growl at people, though, or I don't bite them, but I hide it. If something is valuable information-wise, I hide that information from people. What was I saying? It feels like I've developed dementia. Yeah, this is it, right? So I'm really addicted to information. I read a lot. I jump over from one topic to another in mere seconds. And I could just be cruising on Google Earth, right? And then just something might just spring up in my head. And then I could just switch on to another topic and then just read about that topic for hours or minutes right now. I mean, the attention span has gone lower, right? So, those highlighted links in Wikipedia pages, right? Those are most likely piquing my interest, and I will always click on them, and the cycle will continue. Yeah. This information addiction made me a full-blown generalist. I know a lot about many things. At the same time, I don't really deeply know anything about them. So I just want more and more information, but only if it piques my interest. But else, I just will not care. That information will not just go through my brain. I mean, it's gonna go in from one ear and just exit from the other. I just don't care. So I spend most of my days reading and reading and reading and reading and reading. And the type of job that I have doesn't help either because I don't. I mean, it's a desk job. And I was always afraid of having desk jobs. And I somehow did. I did accept that offer, for I thought I could handle it, but I couldn't. I can't. Most of my days are spent hating my life. But I come home and then everything just gets better. And I think one of the main reasons as to why I'm in such situation was because of that job, was because of my job. I sit on my desk and then I just read the entire day. It doesn't help. Consumption is not always a good thing. You consume to create a byproduct. A product, not a byproduct, but for example, you read something and then you just implement that. You just put it into practice. Whether it be theoretical or anything else. Jesus Christ! Yeah. Now I know this video is going to be god-awful. It's going to be an awful video. But bear me out here because I need to get this better. I need to get better at this. Anyway, I am not wrapping anything up, am I? I can't. I don't remember what I was talking about. And I am making these videos to observe what my problem is. Otherwise, I'm going to just keep repeating the exact same things until I die. So, yeah. Well, I was on Concerta, and before that I was on Ritalin. Those did help, but they come with major side effects. Towards their just as they're weaning off, right? I would feel completely very anxious. That's why I stopped using them. That's why I stopped taking them. Those medications are kind of helpful, but only for for a certain amount of time. And I didn't want to be dependent on medication, so I just stopped using them. But I can't figure a way out right now. I used to, but I can't now. Because I need to be on the move to figure stuff out. Only if I'm exhausted, my brain starts functioning properly. So when I'm sick right now, and I'm physically exhausted, somehow my brain functions better. I'm more stimulated by making this video than I would be scrolling, right? That's an easy stimulation. That's like fast food for your brain. But right now, I enjoy making this video. That's why it's like 14 minutes long right now. I don't know if I will edit it, but I don't think I will. There are lots of topics that I want to talk about, quite frankly, I will just use this place to publish those opinions because I need to. Alright, so what I'm trying to say with all this, okay, I need to create a structure, like a structured narrative as to what I'm trying to say and what type of information that I'm trying to express, right? So when I'm making a video, I can't just switch from a topic to another without making people think, oh, what the hell is this guy talking about? So I need to upload this, analyze it, see it, and then just revert back. Yeah.